What was the most porno situation you've ever had? My neighbor locked herself out of her townhouse dorm over winter break. I was the only other resident living in the complex at the time. The resident assistant who had a master key bailed to his girlfriend's place 4 hours away and wouldn't be back for another 2 days, but said he may return sooner. If we called the building director, the neighbor would be fined $200 for losing her keys, and the RA whom we all liked would be fired. Offered Lydia, the neighbor, the option of hanging out, since it was a townhouse and there was room. She said she would hang out until she could find somewhere else to go, and made a few phone calls that went unanswered. Ordered pizza and watched a movie that evening until she fell asleep on the couch. I put a pillow under her head and a blanket over her and went to bed. Woke up with her next to me in the morning. Spent the next 2 days intermittently having sex, watching movies and making meals. She had this thing about hanging out in only t-shirts, underwear and socks. It seemed like every meal prep was interrupted by us having to put things on simmer and go have sex. I used to work at a restaurant and a colleague of mine slipped, spilling all the drinks over me as I was trying to catch her. Since my boss lived above the restaurant, he offered me to take a shower upstairs to clean myself up. I gladly accepted. However, this was never communicated to his wife, so she thought her husband was in the shower and decided to surprise him. So she snuck into the bathroom. It didn't have a lock, got naked and pulled the shower curtains open in one quick motion while striking a pose. To her surprise, it wasn't her husband that was showering, it was me. I also happened to be facing the shower curtain as she pulled it open. We both froze for a couple seconds and locked eyes. She closed that curtain as fast as she opened it and apologized about 100 times on her way out of the bathroom. I just started laughing when she had left and fully realized what had just happened. I finished my shower, went back downstairs, and told my boss what happened. He bursted out laughing and asked if I liked what I saw. I answered with a yes, got a pat on the back and just went back to work. Me and my boss's wife never talked about it, but my boss would sometimes tease his wife with it when only us three were present. TL, doctor, got to see my boss's wife full naked while taking a shower. Gotta say, baller move telling him straight up that you liked what you saw. Haha, to be fair though, what could he say? True, very true. Just be like, fuck no man, feel sorry for you. Aha. I drove my best friend around while he had a three-way in the back seat. You are a true brother. The world needs more PPL like you. Put that up on your resume as team player. The carpenter renovating my room thought I was gay. I'm a straight guy. We were alone in the house. I finished taking a shower and was only in my towel, and I innocuously analyzed his shirtless torso in all its glory, wondering what routine is he doing in the gym. Maybe I was staring too hard. He then approached me and tried to make out with me. I pushed him and laughed and said no. He said he thought I wanted to have sex with him with all the stares I was giving him. Lesson learned, to be more aware how I'm staring at people. What routine was he doing? He was into calisthenics stuff. Me. Edit. Missed opportunity to say me. I was on a date last week with a very attractive girl. Great body, gorgeous face, very hot. We are nearing the end of dinner and we start talking about sex and other atypical first date dinner conversation stuff. I don't know what I said, but she kind of just paused for a second, looked at me seductively, and said, would you like to go back to my place and eat my pussy? My jaw dropped. Never had that one happen before and probably never will again. Welsh stupid, cause you just ate dinner. Best friend got married just after college. Got paired with someone in the wedding party I had never met. While driving this older Jewish grad student to the bride's parents' place to the after party, she remarks, I'm glad you know how to drive a stick, because this is the only stick I can drive, and reaches over and grabs my junk for the rest of the ride. We banged all over 2 different rooms and a living room sectional that night, while everyone was passed out all over the house. I got laid before the groom did that night. I had a pest control guy come into my condo without really knocking when I was about 20 years old. I had just gotten out of the shower, so I was in only a bathrobe. I also had just done laundry, so all my delicates like bras, panties and lacy lingerie were hanging around to dry. I have no idea what that poor guy was thinking I was trying to do, but I swear I just didn't realize he was coming. Hopefully not on your clean delicates. Ah, the old Reddit jizzaroo.